Hey, RCC family, happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I just want to encourage you to join us this Sunday morning. You can join us on campus, 8 o'clock, 9:15, or 10:45. Or if you can't join us on campus, be sure to join us online at 9:15. If you just go to rochesterchristian.com, hit the Watch Sundays at 9:15 button, and then you'll be in our service. Now, this Sunday, we're going to wrap up a series that we've been in over the past 8 weeks that we've been calling the final chapter. And what we've been doing in this series is we've just been going through Paul's letter to Timothy, 2 Timothy, and we've called this series the last chapter because this is the last writing from Paul in the New Testament. And so on Sunday, we're going to take a look at the last verses of chapter 4. So the last verses of the letter and the last verses that Paul will ever write for the New Testament. You know, I don't know about you, but whenever I write a letter, I usually always start out with some sort of greeting, and I try to, make it upbeat. And then the main content of the letter follows after that. And usually it's maybe a question that I'm wanting to raise, or maybe some information that I'm wanting to share, or some exciting events that have taken place, or something like that. And then I always end the letter trying to be upbeat as well. And I end the letter by, letting people know that if they have questions or concerns, or if there's anything I can do for them, they can reach out to me, that sort of thing. But I always try to be upbeat at the beginning and upbeat at the end. But as you read through the last few verses of this letter that Paul has to Timothy, it's not very upbeat. And, Paul knows he's going to die. He's in prison in Rome when he writes this letter. He knows that he's going to be executed soon. And we don't know exactly when that execution takes place. Maybe it takes place right after he's done writing this letter. Maybe there's some time in between the end of this letter and his execution. But as you read these last verses, you just sense this weight that Paul has as he closes this letter to Timothy. And so we're going to take a look at these closing words from Timothy in this letter. And I think there's some interesting things that we can learn as we go through that, because what we're going to find out is that even though Paul is on death row, he's in prison, he's going to die soon, he's writing a letter to his son in the faith, Timothy, this man that he's had this special relationship with in the faith as they've been co-laborers for Christ. As Paul's going through all of this, we're going to discover that he is not alone. And we're going to discover that there are specific reasons why he doesn't feel alone. And so we're just going to talk about those this Sunday. I don't know what you might be facing right now. I don't know what it is that you're going through in life. I don't know what kind of loneliness you might be dealing with. Maybe you feel all alone for some reason. But I think you're going to be encouraged by Sunday's message, and you're going to discover that even though you might feel all alone, you truly aren't alone. The same things that Paul was able to draw from as he was writing these final words and closing out this letter are the same things that you can draw from as well. And so we'll just take some time this Sunday to talk about how, regardless of what we face in life, we're never alone. So I hope to see you on campus, 8 o'clock, 9:15, 10:45, or if you can't join us on campus, join us online at 9:15 as we just finish off this letter that Paul has to Timothy, and we take a look at his last words in this series that we've called Last Chapter. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.